You know who gets my final rose?
You tell me.
Our audience.
Oh, it's time for GameSpot News. That's a good one.
That's the best one we could come up with,
have.
so let's just keep going. It sounds like the rumors were true, and Niantic are indeed working on an augmented reality game based on Harry Potter. That's still relevant, right?
Shazam! In a press release on their site, Niantic have confirmed that their follow-up to the hugely successful starting small talk with strangers game Pokemon Go will be Harry Potter Wizards Unite. There's not much to go on just yet, but Niantic have said players will, quote, learn spells, explore their real-world neighborhoods and cities to discover and fight legendary beasts, and team up with others to take down powerful enemies. I can't wait to once again be sorted into Hufflepuff and get a goddamn Weasel Patronus.
Well, I was sorted into Slytherin, and my Patronus is an adder.
Great, thanks.
Just saying. The dev also said they'll be using the new game to pioneer all new technology and gameplay mechanics. So fingers crossed this one launches without the server issues that have plagued Pokemon Go. If you want to know the latest on Harry Potter AR, keep tuning in to GameSpot News and we'll keep you in the loop.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is out next week, and we now know how much the much maligned loot crates are going to cost.
As a quick refresher, back when Battlefront 2 had its open beta last month, it was discovered that the new loot crate system that awards star cards was a little unbalanced. Players were getting stuff like weapon scopes and buffs to health purely by chance, so understandably this concerned many as to how this seemingly pay-to-win model would work in the full game. DICE were quick to respond, explaining that they were changing the way the loot crate system worked, saying, we're working towards having the most powerful items in the game only earnable via in-game achievements. Loot crates are indeed earnable through gameplay, but also by spending the game's virtual currency called crystals.
Itchy and scratchy money, aka crystals, can be bought for real-world money, with the cheapest 500 crystals going for $4.99 and the most expensive 12,000 pack for $99.99. There are 3 flavors of loot crates, because of course there are, with hero crates running 110 crystals, starfighter crates for 120 crystals, and trooper crates for 200 crystals. If, like me, you immediately busted out your calculator to figure out how many loot boxes $100 will get you, those prices amount to 60 trooper crates for $100. I'm not a fan of the random chance of loot boxes delivering anything that isn't a cosmetic, so none of this sits well with me. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is out next week on November 17th, but you can play a 10-hour trial right now if you're a member of EA Access on PC and Xbox One. Jess, the Xbox One X has only just come out, but people are already talking about the PS5 and the Xbox One, 2, whatever it's going to be called, who knows? Yeah,
probably not 1, 2, but we'll see. Ubisoft have, however, weighed in and said they don't think we're going to see the next generation of consoles for at least 2 years. In an investors call, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot said, as Sony launched PlayStation 4 Pro last year and Microsoft Xbox One X this year, we think we still have a minimum of 2 years in front of us before something new is coming. The Ubi boss was careful to add, but that's our perception. We don't have any confidential information on that front.
Ooh. Nice.
Don't want to get in trouble.
Guillemot went on to say that he's happy Sony and Microsoft are updating their platforms with iterative new consoles in the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. He explained, that is going in the right direction rather than trying to do accessories or other things. That is going to help the industry a lot because the games will be really beautiful on those machines. You and I have disagreed a lot on iterative consoles. I'm all for them. I like the idea of every, 3 years comes out with a new console that's a little bit more powerful and I can still play my old games on.
Oh, I think playing old games is great, but I just think it's a lot of money to keep dropping on what is almost the same console.
But if you don't have to, that's why I like it. It's like my iPhone. I've had my iPhone for like 4 years now, and I don't feel compelled to buy, the very next iPhone. Some people do, and that's fine if they want to do that.
I never buy new phones.
Exactly.
I buy shitty old phones, so I think that pretty much explains this conversation.
So, but just say like if you've been on your PS4 for like 6 years, and then they're like, hey, here comes the PS4.8. You can buy it. It's like $500, and
or
it'll play.
Or the PS4 Pro.
But it's called the PS. Like I'm saying the one after the PS4 Pro. You can buy it and it's going to play all your old PS4 games, and it's also going to make the new ones that come out look even better. That's something that I think is definitely something I'd be much more receptive to.
I think the thing is people are looking for more of a revamp if they're dumping hundreds of dollars, which is why I think there's more of an interest in a brand new console, like say the difference between a PS3 and a PS4 than just the difference between a PS4 and a PS4 Pro. I think when people are dropping $500, $600, we're just like looking for a bit more of a bump and more of a change than an iteration.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping for at least when we do eventually get this new console generation, that they're taking cues, especially from Microsoft with the way they're handling backwards compatibility this generation, that in the next generation we can still play the games that, I've spent a ridiculous amount of money on.
On that, we can agree. That is everything I've got for you today. Do let us know what you thought about today's stories down in that comment box, and we'll be down for a chat. Otherwise, we'll give you more news tomorrow.
See you then.
Same time.
Well, it's Wednesday. I'm Dan.
I'm Jess.
And I was asked yesterday about my t-shirt. It was just a t-shirt. I don't know, was I wearing some kind of cool shirt yesterday?
I don't know.
It's
You
just,
should
just a black skivvy.
probably let us know.
I don't know what's happening.
Let's do news. Let's do news.
Okay.
You want to run that one again?
Sure.